Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this adorable ghost keychain or just a pocket pal. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. As always, if you are struggling with a part, please let me know and I will try my best to help you. You can also slow down the YouTube video so you can see the stitches a little bit more slow motion. So I do recommend trying that. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you like it. We'll be doing more free plushie tutorials for Halloween and I hope you guys love them. If you guys would like the written PDF pattern, I do have it available on my Etsy and my website. If you guys would like to purchase it, I would really appreciate it. It really helps out my small business. My website is always going to be a little bit cheaper than my Etsy, just so you guys know. But I hope you all really enjoy this ghost keychain tutorial and this helps you out. Materials you guys are going to be needing for your adorable ghost keychain or desk pal or pocket pal is some yarn. I use Premier Yarns Parfait Chunky in a size 6. This is in the color white. I do have Premier Yarns linked in my YouTube bio if you guys would like to purchase some. I also used Pink Lemonade for the blush. Needing a crochet hook. I use a 5mm hook with Premier Yarns Parfait Chunky, but that all depends on which hook size you like best. You will be needing a stitch marker to help keep track of your rounds and know where you're starting or finishing, a sewing needle, a pair of scissors to cut your yarn, and I used 14mm just plain black safety eyes, and you will also be needing eye backings. Also, if you are making this ghost into a keychain, you will obviously need a keychain piece. I don't think the keychain is completely necessary. He's like absolutely perfect with or without a keychain, so that's all up to you. All your materials ready, let's jump right into making this adorable ghost keychain. Okay, so as you guys can see, this pattern does start with a magic ring 6, and then at the end of the round, you see a parentheses 6. So that is a total of 6 stitches in our round. So if you want to count our stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that is what the parentheses mean. We are going to start with the bottom piece of this ghost, and then we're going to continue to the top piece. So that'll make a little more sense later because we are going to single crochet the bottom piece to the ghost. So we're going to start with the bottom piece. And this is just how I prefer to make my ghosts. So round 2 is going to be increase times 6. So if you guys don't know what an increase is 2 single crochet stitches into each stitch. So as you can see in the parentheses at the end, we have 12 now instead of 6. So we're basically just doubling our row. So I already did the 1 single crochet to throw my stitch marker there, but we're going to go back into that exact same stitch. We're going to yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And we're going to continue that through the whole round. So we're going to go into the second stitch here, pull through 2, insert, pull up a loop, pull through 2. So that right there is 2 increases. And we are just going to continue that through the whole round. And if you guys ever need the video to slow down a bit, you can hit the settings at the bottom and you can click on the speed setting and slow that down. So you can see it in slow motion. 2 single crochet stitches into the last single crochet round we had of the magic ring. Okay, in this round we are going to be doing single crochet increases times 6. So basically what that is you are just going to single crochet like normal. So here's your first single crochet, and I like to put my stitch marker in the first stitch of the round. So that's what we're doing here. And then we're going to follow that by an increase. So once again, just 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. And then that's 1. So we just finished 1. So this will be 2. And 3. So we're literally just repeating the single crochet increase. All right, so now that we have all 6 of our single crochets increases thrown in here, the next round is going to be 2 single crochet increase 6 times. So once again, we're literally just going to go 1 and 2. And I'm going to throw our stitch marker into that first stitch of the round. Once again, some people like to do it in the last stitch. That's all up to you. So just learn what you like to do. And we're going to follow that by an increase, which once again is literally 2 single crochets thrown into 1 stitch. So you're increasing your amount of stitches. So we have 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then an increase into the same stitch. 1, 2, increase again, and then this is our last 2 single crochet increase. So we have a 1 and a 2 and increase. Okay, so now as you can see, we should have 24 stitches. This is now our bottom piece. This is our complete finished bottom piece. So we are going to cut this and fasten this off. So how I like to fasten off is, you see how my hook is still on here? We're literally just gonna pull it. And now you have completely fastened off, and then sometimes you can just pull this a little bit to make it not poke up as much. And then we're just gonna take our stitch marker out. And then we are going to start the top piece. The top piece is going to start, which is more like your body piece, is going to start the exact same way. I'm gonna make a magic ring 6, and once again we have 6 stitches in our magic ring. You're throwing 2 stitches into each single crochet. So after I do my first single crochet of the round, I am gonna throw my stitch marker in the first stitch of my round, and to do my increases, I'm gonna go back into the same stitch, and I am just going to increase. So that is 1 completed increase, and I'm gonna continue on to the second stitch and throw in another increase. And we're just gonna do this until we reach the end of the round, which will be 6 increases. Now that we have finished this round, we are going to take out our stitch marker, and we're gonna go into that exact stitch that the stitch marker was just in, because this is now our new round, and this round is just going to be single crochet increase times 6. So once again, we're gonna put our single crochet and we are going to increase. So that was 1. So we're going to continue. This is now 2, because we're repeating the same thing 6 times. So this is now 3. This is 4. This is 5. And this is number 6. If I ever am going too fast, you guys can slow down the speed in the settings, so that should definitely help you guys. This round is going to be 2 single crochet followed by an increase 6 times. So we have 1, 2 single crochet and then increase. So once again, you're going to insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we're going to go back into that exact same stitch right here to make our increase. Exact same thing. And then we're going to do that whole motion of 2 single crochet followed by an increase 6 times. So then we have 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. This is 3. 1, 2, increase. This is 4. 1 and 2, increase. This is 5. So now we have 3 stitches left, which is perfect because this is our 6th 2 single crochet by an increase. In this whole round, we should have 24 stitches in this round. So you can literally go through and count your stitches. Now we are going to continue to our next round. Next round is just going to be single crochets. And we're going to be doing this for a couple rounds, as you guys can see. So I'm going to take you guys through each round here. We're just going to single crochet. So we literally are just doing a plain old single crochet, 24 stitches all the way around. So if you guys don't know how to make a single crochet, I'll be showing them like periodically through the video, but you're going to insert into your next stitch. You're going to yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're literally just going to be doing that throughout the next couple rows. Okay, so we finished our 1 round of single crochet, and we're just going to continue to the next round. If you guys ever get lost when you're doing so many rounds of single crochet, you can count them. So your magic ring is obviously your round 1, and if you just look at it, this is your round 2, this is your round 3, this is your round 4, and this is your round 5. So the next round, we are literally just going to continue with our single crochets. That is another round of single crochets done. So we are going to do another round. Okay, so now to do another little row check. So this is our round 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we now are on row 7 of our little ghost. And we are going to do one more single crochet round, and then we're going to add the arms. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Now that we have finished that round of single crochets, we are going to be adding the arms. We are going to be doing bobble stitches. I am going to explain them to you guys, so no worries. How I write bobble stitches is I just write a capital B-O, which is bobble. This round, as you can tell, it says 7 single crochet, bobble stitch, then an 8 single crochet, bobble stitch, and then a 7 single crochet to finish off the round. So we are literally just going to start with single crocheting 7. So we're going to start our round. That's our first single crochet. Throw our stitch marker in, and we're going to do 7 single crochets. So this was 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, and 7. So now our bobble stitch is going to be going into this next stitch right here. Don't be intimidated. I am going to show you guys how to do a bobble stitch. So you're just going to yarn over, and we're going to insert into this next stitch right here. So you're going to insert into this stitch. You're going to grab this loop. You can either yarn under or yarn over. That is up to your preferences. I yarn under, pull up a loop, and we have 3 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through those 2 loops. So now we have 2 loops on our hook. And what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that process until we have a finishing of 5 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over again. We're going to go back into that same stitch that we just went into. We're going to yarn under, pull up a loop, and as you can see, we have 4 stitches, but we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now we have 3 loops on our hook. So then we are going to yarn over again, insert into that same exact stitch, yarn under, pull up a loop. As you guys can see, we have 5, but we're not done yet. We're gonna pull through 2. That's 4 stitches. So we're gonna yarn over one last time, insert into that same loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now if you guys can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 loops on our hook, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through all of them. And that is your finished bobble. That's it. Super, super easy. And we now are going to do 8 single crochets in between these arms. So this is going to be 1. And as you can see, it does create like a little bump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to put 8 stitches in between these bobbles, and we are going to do another bobble. I will explain it to you guys again. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook into the next stitch, you're going to yarn under, pull up, you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to yarn over again, insert into this next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So we are going to yarn over again, insert into that exact same loop, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Now we have 4, so one last time, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. So now, as you guys can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook. So you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5, and that is your 2 completed baubles. So now we are going to finish off the row by just doing 7 single crochets. So here's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. To continue our next round, this round is also just a single crochet round. We will be adding the eyes after this round. So we're just going to put our stitch marker in the first stitch, and we're going to do 24 single crochets around again. It can be a little difficult to know where to single crochet into the bobble stitches. So technically you have your bobble stitch here, right? So this is the stitch we use to make the bobble stitch. So we're going to insert into this one here, single crochet, and there's one right here as well. And that was a single crochet. So we just single crochet through both of those. So that's something to remember, is through your bobble stitches, you're going to have 2 stitches, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys on this one too. Look at his little arms. You can see 2 stitches here, 1 and 2. So this is the one, the second one. If your bobble stitches are kind of poking on the inside, you can just push them through. You can literally just push them through. Definitely make sure to do that. So your ghostie has his little arms, but we are going to throw some eyes in here. You will need 14mm eyes. Your eye size all depends on what yarn size you're using. So if you're using acrylic yarn with this, you're going to be using a lot smaller eyes. If you're using like a size 7 yarn, your eyes are obviously going to be a lot bigger. Your eye size could also depend on your tension and what hook size you're using. So if 14mm eyes are too big or too small, just use whatever size you are comfortable with. Are going to be inserting the eyes between rows 5 and 6, about 5 to 6 stitches apart. So I will show you guys. So this is your round 1. This is your round 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to go right in between that round. So there's one eye, and then from this eye we're going to count about 5 to 6 stitches apart, or you could do 4 to 5, depends on how you want it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to do about 5 stitches apart. You do want to line these up obviously between the arms, so just make sure you are happy with how this looks before you secure them. So now to secure your eyes, you are going to flip your plushie inside out. You are going to take your eye backing and you're going to place it onto the back of the eye. So you're literally just going to snap this into place. So you want to wait until you have about 2 to 3 clicks, and you'll hear them. So I think with this, I got 3, but you didn't really hear it. But you'll see you have the 1 ridge, the 2 ridge, and the 3rd ridge is right up against this. And you're going to do the same on the opposite side. So you are literally just going to place your eye backing. You place it this way. You do not place it with the ends popping up. That is not how to place your eye backing. So you want to place it where curve is up against the plushie. And you want to just insert. So I'll be quiet so you guys can hear the snap. And then I like to kind of wiggle it into a 3rd as well. So now if we flip our plushie inside out, we can see that the eyes are secure. All right, so for row 11, we are going to be continuing our single crochet rounds. 24 single crochets to complete this round. We have completed our 24 single crochets, so we're going to continue that for round 12. But we are just going to continue with 24 single crochet. Okay, so now that we have finished that last round of single crochets, we are going to be stuffing this now. Okay, and if you guys are doing like an internal keychain piece, definitely add that before stuffing. An internal keychain is definitely not required. You can just use a regular plastic keychain. You don't even have to add a keychain if you don't want to. This might be a little bit too big of a keychain for some people, but I just like the bigger keychains. So once again, you don't have to add a keychain. You can just leave it without a keychain. He's like a little pocket pal. So do whatever you'd like, but we are going to stuff now. And we're just gonna lightly stuff him. We're not gonna stuff him too much, you know, because we don't really have anything to hold it in for now. We are now gonna be single crocheting our bottom piece to the bottom of this. So to do this, you can kind of start with this middle piece kind of wherever you want. I usually prefer to do it into that last stitch. So you are going to insert your hook into the next round like you were going to do a single crochet, but instead of finishing this, you are now going to take your bottom piece and you're going to put your hook through that last stitch and leave your yarn tail on the inside of the plushie because you definitely want that. You're going to take your working yarn, you're going to yarn under, and you're going to pull through both of these pieces. And then you have 2 loops and you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. So this is now you connecting these 2 pieces together. So we are going to continue that through the whole thing. So for the next stitch, you're literally going to go into the next stitch like normal, and you're going to find that next stitch on the bottom piece, and you're going to insert through both of these. So as you guys can see, we have the body piece on our hook, we have the ghost bottom on our hook as well, and our working yarn loop. We're going to yarn under, pull through both of these, and we're going to yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to continue that for the rest of this round. You can add your stitch marker just so you know when to stop. So you're going to go into your body piece like the next stitch, and you're also going to grab the bottom piece. You're going to yarn under, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're just going to continue that for the rest of the round. Make sure you're grabbing the right stitches on your bottom piece because you don't want to be missing some stitches there to create some holes. So now that we're about, I'd say more than halfway through, we are just going to take these 2 yarn tails, and I just like to put them inside the plushie so we don't have to weave them in. So now that they're both inside the plushie, we're going to stuff the plushie to our liking. If you guys accidentally like, oh no, I finished the whole round, I didn't watch the whole way through, that's completely fine. Just take your working yarn and pull it and get rid of like a couple stitches so you have enough room to stuff more. So we're going to add some more stuffing to this. And then if you're still closing it, which we all should be, just continue until you reach the end of the round. Okay, so now that we made it to the end of our round, you can see our ghost guy is completely attached. So he is completely closed off, but we are going to create his bottom frill, and then we're pretty much done. So let's start on the frill. Round can look a little overwhelming, so I am going to explain it to you guys before we start. We start off with a bracket and then a parenthesis. So we have half double crochet, comma, double crochet increase. So that right there in that first parenthesis is going to go into 1 stitch. So we're going to put that into 1 stitch. So basically we're putting 3 stitches into 1 stitch. Then we're going to follow on to the next stitch, do a double crochet increase followed by a half double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch. So we're going to use 3 stitches for that whole thing. So don't be so overwhelmed. I'm going to walk you guys through it. So we're going to move our stitch marker. We're going to put it down. So to do a half double crochet, you're just going to yarn over. You are going to insert your hook into the next stitch. You're going to yarn under, and you're going to pull through all 3 loops. So that is just a half double crochet. And we're going to place our stitch marker here so we know where we are. And then into this stitch, we're going to do a double crochet increase. So like a single crochet increase, it is just 2 double crochets into 1 stitch. So a double crochet is like a half double crochet, as you guys will see. So you're going to yarn over again. You are going to insert into that same stitch that we did the half double crochet. You're going to yarn under, pull up a loop. So we have 3. A double crochet, you're just going to yarn over. You're going to pull through 2 like our bobble stitch. And you're just going to yarn over and pull through the other 2. So you're going to yarn over again to do our second double crochet, insert into that same stitch, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that now is half of our parentheses, as you guys can see. So to continue on to the other half, we're just doing the same thing but opposite. So we're starting with the double crochet increases. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to insert into this next stitch right here. We're going to yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. That is 1 double crochet, and we're going to repeat the process. So we're going to yarn over, insert into that exact same stitch, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have done our double crochet increase. So now we're just going to throw our half double crochet into that same stitch. So we're going to yarn over, insert into that exact same stitch that we just put our double crochet increase, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then to finish it off, we're just going to do a slip stitch into the next stitch all by himself. And now we have one part of our frill here. So as you guys can see, we now have one part of our frill, and we are literally just going to repeat that until we reach the end of our round. So after your slip stitch, you are literally just going to continue to your half double crochet into the next stitch. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch. You are going to pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over, do a half double crochet. So that is 1 half double crochet. And now we're going to do a double crochet increase into that exact same stitch. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we're going to yarn over again and pull through 2. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again to have our double crochet increase into that stitch. So we're pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that is 1 half of it done, and we're just going to repeat it, but flipped on the other side. So we're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch here. We're going to pull up a loop, and we're going to do our double crochet. So this is 1 double crochet. We're going to yarn over and do a second double crochet here. And then we're going to yarn over again and do our half double crochet. And then we're going to slip stitch. And that's it. It seems more intimidating than it really is, and we're going to do that until we have 8 little bumps here. So we are going to fasten this off now because we are done with our little ghost frill. So you're just going to cut your yarn tail and you are just going to pull it through. I also like to pull this tight. And we could take our stitch marker out now because we do not need that. And you are going to want a sewing needle. And you're just going to find that stitch it was in. And you just want to weave that into your plushie. I personally like to leave my yarn tail sticking out, and I will show you guys why. But we are also going to add some blush. So you can use whatever color you'd like, or you don't have to add blush if you don't want to. So we're going to take our sewing needle. And I like to insert my blush into that same stitch that my yarn tail is sticking out of. I like to bring my sewing needle to about the corner of the eye, and I'll pull through. And then I usually go about a total of 3 stitches, so I'll skip a stitch and insert over here. And I bring it right through that loop. And I like to just pull it through to make sure I'm going to like the placement of that. And if you want to do kind of like 2-strand blush, you can just go back into that loop. And then we're going to take our sewing needle right to the other side of the eye. Just pull it through. And I like to just pull these 2 yarn tails to see which one is like my ending yarn tail here. So we can just pull that through so we don't accidentally pull the other one too tight. So as you guys can see, we have a little blush on our ghost, and we're just going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to skip a stitch, pop over to the 3rd one, and I like to just pull it all through. And then if you want double-stranded blush, you can just do it again. And I usually like to pull the top one a little bit tighter. And after doing this one, I'm just going to pull this one a little bit tighter. And we are going to exit into that exact same stitch. Okay, and then I like to just tie all my yarn tails together. Let's do a regular knot here, and then I'll just trim all the yarn, and then I'll take the back of my sewing needle and just push it all into the plushie. This is your adorable finished ghost. If you guys end up making some of these, I would love if you guys would tag me. I can't wait to see all the pretty colors you guys make, or some zombie ghosts or some fun stuff like that. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope this really helped you guys create your own adorable little ghost. He is like perfect as a keychain in my opinion. He's like a jumbo keychain, but then he also would just be perfect on his own, like as a little desk pal, and you could add a smile to him if you'd like. I think he turned out absolutely perfect. Once again, if you guys can read written patterns or PDF pattern to help support me and my lovely crochet business, I would really appreciate it. It's on my Etsy, and it also is on my website. My website is always a little bit cheaper than my Etsy, so definitely check that out. But I hope you all enjoyed making this little ghost, and I can't wait to help you guys make some more plushies. Happy crocheting!